Okay, let's get into this. Let's see how this is. I'm so excited. If the volume is loud, please let me know. I can turn it down. Halt, press prologue with Halt. Press enter to continue. Big loud? Okay, I can turn it down. Very loud? Great. I will turn it down a smidge. We'll see how that goes. Hold on, let me open up this too, just so I can control my loudness, because my volume is pretty loud on this. I'm gonna bring it down to like 50, so it's not blowing out my ears. And then I'll bring it down about here for y'all. We'll see if that fixes it. Okay. 3 red and 5 black in the discard pile. Ooh, they're playing cards. Of the 6 cards face up on the counter, 2 are red and 4 are black. How is this? How is the volume on this? Holt says, so 5 red in all and 9 black. You have no more moves. So you have to bet now. I don't know cards. I don't know cards at all. How is it for y'all? Is it... Seems good now? Okay. Black or red? I don't know. I don't know cards. Does anybody who plays cards, what do those numbers say to you? Do I do black then? I'm just going to say this. A large majority of the face-up cards are black. And you know that betting against a streak is usually dangerous. Even though you've already chosen, you decided to stay away from the counter. Yeah, it's just text sound. There's a very, very, very low music behind it. It's very low music. Do you hear it at all? It's like down here. It's really, really, really quiet right now. We can't bear losing again. I could, should I turn it up a little bit then? Or is the text sound loud? I'll turn it up a smidge. I'm gonna be okay? Okay, for sure. We can't bear losing again. You think of your grandma, Elsie, trying to win at solitaire over 60 years. You take a deep breath and keep sweeping. I mean, it's just like, no, I don't know, 8-bit music. Elsie's been paralyzed from the waist down since she was 21. Your mom was only 2 months old. The winter Elsie taught you to play solitaire. Your parents and sister had been dead for almost a year, and you'd already begun to forget their faces. Although you cook for her, do her laundry, bathe and even dress her, it still feels like she's the only one taking care of you. You close your eyes and almost feel Elsie stroking your hair. You're 11 years old again, kneeling next to her bed, crying your heart out. What a sad story to already put us in. Suddenly, the bell rings and you feel an invisible force trying to drag you into the present. What? I don't know what I should do here. I mean, we're already starting out. I'm gonna look through the... I'm gonna look through the window. Those fucking kids! I like this person already. The first brat is followed by 2 more. They step on the hose and activate the bell for a second and a 3rd time. You don't know what comes over you, but you yell some things at them that you're too ashamed to remember. Fuck off, kids. You justify yourself thinking that they might be the ones who got into your garage that night and stole some parts of the replica machine gun you're building. We're building a replica machine gun? This person seems dangerous. You won't let anyone mess with your project. The Winans steam machine gun is the jewel of your collection. The kids yell at you, "Old freak!" and laugh, sheltered by the distance. Deep down, you know that it can't be them. How would they know which parts of the machine gun were worth stealing? Anyway, that guard dog's being brought over in a few days, and you'll be able to stop worrying. I guess I'll check the hose since they ran over it. You think about what someone told you at the bar about replacing the hose with a thicker one. Said it could only be activated by the weight of a car. And what happens if the kids jump with their bikes and land on top of the hose with one of the wheels, you asked. Kids are always going to find some way to bust your balls, they replied. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't want them to do that. Let's go back in. You try to calm down. You look at the shelves and think of the solitaire your grandma taught you. Grandma always said that everyone has their place in the world, and that people keep dancing around it without ever reaching it. To win this solitaire, you have to stop dancing. You know what? The chances of winning are incredibly low. Almost zero. You can't bring yourself to turn over the next card and decide to start sorting the shelves instead. Doing simple jobs builds up your self-confidence, provides you some illusion of control. Grab something from upper shelf. They all look, it's the same picture. Well, I don't know. It seems like maybe there's like bandages up here, and those should go down here. Like all this is messy. Let's grab the bottle. Replace something from the lower shelf. I'm going to replace it with that bottle. And I'm going to put that bottle at the upper shelf. Oh, this is fun. This is very, very, very aesthetic. I like this. Oh, no, I messed up. Replace something from the middle shelf. I'm going to take the bottle, and I'm going to put it in the empty slot at the top. And then I'm going to take the... Oh, no. How do I do this? Oh, I take from the middle. I'm going to take that box, and I'm going to place it on the lower shelf with that can. Because that's driving me nuts. And I'll put that right there in the middle. I hope this doesn't, like, affect anything in the future. I think that's good, right? I did everything correct. Done. Good. Illusion of control. I just got an achievement for an illusion of control. That is worrisome. Oh. Cars coming up. A customer. This is gas station simulator. You scratch your head. The time sorting the shelves doesn't help. You feel the same urgency as before, and you can't think of anything else. Is the card going to be black? You need it to be black. There's someone in here. Suddenly the air seems heavy and you find it a bit difficult to breathe. 3 men in black are staring at you. This game just got intense. Through the window you see a black Cadillac by the pump. Yes? You wish you'd asked them how they got into the station without you hearing the door open. Or how they left the car there without the bell ringing. But that trembling yes was the only thing you managed to utter. The moose, a man says. The moose? After a few seconds of not receiving any response, you decide to break the silence. Ask what's up with the moose. You bought a woman a whiskey. You don't know if that's the right move, but you try to relax and be more friendly. Do you know of a more effective way to socialize? You told her the dream about your grandma. What? A chill runs through your body. It's been a few weeks since that night. And even though you had a good time with Martha and have no regrets, something about the way these men in black ask their questions makes you uneasy. What do you want to know? Are they like government agents or something? Granny in the forest, a man says. One of the men further back lets out a cracking noise. You look at him, believing he's laughing, but the man in black's expression doesn't change. Ask them why they want to know. No one answers. It's like they're waiting for another response. I guess I'd tell them about my dream. My grandma has been bedridden for over 60 years, but in the dream I saw her running through the woods. Start from the beginning, and don't omit any details. You don't know if it's the way they look at you, because of a certain authority in their voice, but you tell them everything about the dream. 5 or 6 weeks ago, you woke up in the middle of the night, certain that something had happened to your grandma. You ran up to her room, and Elsie wasn't in bed, but the window was wide open. You ran to it and saw someone walking through the trees. It was her, and she was holding a rifle, the kind your ancestors would have carried in the Civil War. She's faking her paralysis and is walking around in the woods. You tried to call out to her. Your grandma started running and shot 2 or 3 times into the blackness of the forest. You're about to go down to find her, when a winged figure with glowing red eyes appeared in front of the window and screamed. It's Mothman! I'm gonna get his moth booty. You stumbled backwards. After hitting your head on the bedpost, you lost consciousness. You woke up in your bed and remembered the dream almost instantly. Hello, Atlas. How are you, lovely? Good to see you. You went up the stairs, 2 at a time, and opened the door to her room. I'm gonna get that moth mussy. I'm telling you. Fuzzy little moth booty. I feel like Mothman would kind of have a thick booty. I'm telling you. Your grandmother slept peacefully on the bedside table. There was a glass of milk you bring her every night and a deck of cards she used to play solitaire. During the days that followed, you tried to convince yourself that it had all been a dream, even though you couldn't explain where the little stitches at the base of your skull had come from. After a few seconds, one of the men in black speaks again. They're totally government agents. The spots on her legs predate her birth, Holt. What? What is he talking about? Is he referring to the dozens of moles on your grandma's leg? Just woke up from a nap. How was your nappy? Is really interesting so far. We just kind of started. And what do they mean by saying those spots predate her birth? Elsie always makes the same joke when you sponge her calves. Be thankful that you have to clean my legs and not my grandfather's. Is she a moth mama? Maybe that's what it's talking about. According to what she told you, her granddad had been shot dead by an experimental weapon early in the Civil War when his legs were ripped to shreds. The Winnin's steam gun, son, a machine gun that doesn't appear in any book. You think about the replica you're putting together in the workshop, and you wonder if it was the men in black who had stolen those pieces. You're not telling anyone about this visit, Holt. You start to complain when one of the men in black picks up a card from the counter. The top card of the deck. The crunch horrifies you. Is he eating my playing card? The teeth of the man in black seem to tear more than simply paper. What the fuck? He just bit my card! Desperate, you throw yourself under the counter and look for the card. Your heart is pounding. What the fuck? What was that all about? He just came in here and said, you're not going to tell anyone about this visit, ripped the paper with his teeth, and then ran off. You look out the window, and you don't see the Cadillac. You walk to where the car was parked a few moments ago. You step on the hose, and the bell rings. Is this all a dream, an illusion of some kind? What the fuck? That's what I want to know, Holt. Jack of Diamonds. Motherfucker, it's red. Oh, so I lost. You think about the edge of the man in black tore off. And you remember the noise he made when he chewed it. Was that a threat? What? Is he just saying, like, he's gonna, if we tell anybody that he showed up, he's gonna come over here and, like, bite our dick off or something? Like, what is he trying to imply here? You did that last week. You just walked into a random gas station and were like, don't tell anyone about me, and then rip someone with your teeth. That's menacing, Reed. That's worth going to prison. A warning? You wonder if you should tell your grandma everything that had happened. Or just keep your mouth shut. And keep playing solitaire with a marked card. I'm definitely telling grandma about this. That one theme song starts playing from X-Files. Okay, now we're playing as Lee. We're in chapter 1. What's wrong? I told you. It's nothing. That damn pause again. There's something she's not saying. The Mustang purrs. You shake your head, feeling sad inside. The sound of an engine hides no secrets. Lee, you're right. You bite your lip and sigh. Why is everything so damn hard? Victoria settles into her seat. Let's start over, okay? Where are we going? And I'm going to answer. I don't want to keep quiet. I'm not going to give her the silent treatment. I'm an adult. It's a surprise. Right? I mean, I think sometimes the visual novel style is good because then you can sort of insert your own voice into them and what you want them to sound like and how you want them to react rather than the game explicitly telling you. It adds a layer of mystery, which I like. Please. No, Vic. Have some patience. You'll never forget this night. Victoria giggles, and you think this is the best gift in the world. We are gonna go get some booty in the woods. I'm telling you. We're gonna watch the sunset, and we're gonna do a little booty dance in the moonlight. For a moment, you forget all the previous discussions, your obsessions. A giggle, a friendly gesture. Making someone feel good ain't rocket science. I'm telling you, he's gonna eat her booty tonight. You look at the clock, and you can't believe your eyes. You left your house on time, but you're pretty late. How could you step on the gas? Lee. You scratch the side of your head. Wow, you really hate being told how to drive. Backseat driving, side seat driving is freaking annoying. I hate it. Visual novel, or will it be? I think it's going to stay as a visual novel. Why doesn't she just tell you to slow down? You take your foot off the gas. Thanks. Okay, well, if she can't live the fast life, then she's gotta go. I'm gonna drop you off at Jack in the Box. You're trying your best. You really think Victoria would be the one? The one. Your dad once said the perfect woman doesn't exist. Couples form when people get tired of looking and just give up. That's really grim. You remember your mother's rants, all those women's names she rattled off, as if they were part of an endless grocery list. You won't end up like him. Anything but that. You try to smile and force yourself to be more cheerful. You want a clue? Yes! Victoria looks into your eyes, and you feel a warmth on your face that takes you by surprise. I mean, she seems nice. I like her hair. It's kind of blown out. She can't keep up with Mr. Cool. She can't. If she cannot get in the fast lane with us, we got the key and we're going to shut up and drive like Rihanna. You felt the same thing the first time you saw her in college. College sweethearts. You keep looking at her for a few seconds. Seems like forever. What? Do I have a booger? What if she just had like a big, gross, nasty booger hanging out of her nose? Just like dangling? I'd just be like, hey, you got a little dangler? You might want to remove that from your lip. Oh my god, could you imagine if it turns into a bullet hell? Where? You can't help laughing out loud and have a hard time containing the urge to kiss her. Not while we're driving. Give her a clue about the origin. Give her a clue about the date. Give her a clue about... Oh. Let's give her a clue about the myth. What is that? One would be a source of superstition. But we're taking thousands. Source of superstition? A black cat? Victoria looks at you expectantly. Desperate to be right. Cold. Origin. Comes from far away. Victoria makes a gesture for you to complete the sentence. You just shrug. Comes from far away? I mean, that could be anything. Aliens? Guess then. The circus? Freezing cold. Give her a clue about the date. It happened 100 years ago. Oh. Victoria answers almost immediately. After all, you're both majoring in history. The end of the Civil War. No, not in 1865. I mean exactly 100 years ago, Vic. Well, let me think then. You're running out of time. There was a cholera outbreak in 1866, right? Oh, we're going to take you to a cholera factory. It's where they brew up cholera. It's going to be great. A Yeti? Were there Yetis in that time period? No. And how twisted do you think I am to set up a date themed around a cholera outbreak from a century ago? I mean, this girlie is really stretching. She's like, there was an outbreak that was pretty deadly. Maybe that's where you're taking me. Victoria laughs and hits you on the shoulder. You chuckle and act like it hurt. No, Vic. Just give me a minute. You won't guess it unless... You reach out to open the glove box, and Victoria grabs your wrist. Better leave it to me. Victoria opens the glove box and examines its contents. A folder, a box, a flashlight. What are you looking for exactly? I want to know what's in the folder, honestly. Victoria opens the folder and examines the documents. Hello, dragon. Some papers, insurance details. Do you want me to read some of this? You shake your head. What about the box? Victoria takes out the box and opens it. Let's see what you've been hiding. You think about saying something, but you instantly regret it and keep your mouth shut. Spare change, a lighter, pack of cigarettes. Nothing to worry about, I reckon. Keep looking, please. Under the flashlight? A book. 1966, Shelby Mustang. The car handbook? Hello, Twink, how you doing? No, not that. What else? Tell her to see if there's something more. Already got everything out. 1 second, there's this too. Victoria stretches out her hand, and you finally grab the map you wanted. It was folded against the bottom of the glove box. You start talking, and Victoria interrupts you. Hold that thought while I put everything back. You put the map on the dashboard while Victoria puts away the folder, the box, the flashlight. You know I like it tidy in here. Ha! Very funny. Vic flicks through the book she found. Red Badge of Courage. Have you read this book 1,000 times already? I remember that was a required reading in elementary school. I didn't read it. I skimmed it. You know she's testing you. Vic knows exactly why you carry it everywhere. The novel that portrays the era you're obsessed with like no other. I think it was for... Oh no, it was junior high. It was for an AP class. And I remember the teacher sent us the information. And he wanted us to read it over the summer. And I was like, screw that. I'm not reading anything over the summer except things that I want to read. So I didn't do it. First day of class, he goes, so who did the assigned reading over the summer? I did not raise my hand. And I got kicked out of the class. And I said goodbye. Didn't want to do AP English anyway. What the hell is this? Suddenly you remember you're using the pencil sketch that Victoria drew of you in one of your classes as a bookmark. A sketch she begged you with tears in her eyes to destroy, and you swore you already had. Oh, that's rude as hell. If she sobbed and was like, please get rid of this, and he kept it anyway. Vic, I'm sorry. I swear. Watch out! You swerve to avoid a shape in the road. Victoria looks back. Lee. We almost ran that thing over. You put your hand on Vic's shoulder, trying to reassure her. Victoria points ahead. Why is summer break work even a thing? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know, because I think it's like to test your dedication to the class, which is like, we get 3 months of freedom from this hell called school, and you want me to do more work over the summer? No, I get no freedom. Just keep your eyes on the road, please. So no roadhead. She's doing it again, telling you how to drive. At least this time, she came right out with it instead of just saying Lee disapprovingly. Yeah, I don't like her. I think we should just go gay. Let's just do that. You try to control yourself, but it's hard. Wow, kick me out knowing my parents died in an alley in the middle of Gotham City. Just like made a huge just scene in the class. I remember telling my parents, yeah, so I'm not in AP English anymore. They moved me to another class. And my mom was really upset about it. And she was like, Jared, you're very smart and you could do a lot of things and AP English would be really helpful. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't care at all. This is my story arc, Barbara. That's what I'm gonna tell her next time. It's not just this last thing, but the buildup of all the small gestures. You take the map and throw it on her lap. Victoria raises her arm in disbelief. The Leonids, Victoria. We're gonna have dinner. We're gonna have dinner watching the Leonids. What's that? Victoria says nothing. Forgive me for trying to arrange the perfect date. She's not into this at all. We almost just ran over Mothman. Oh my god, there was a book that we found out the other day that is on Amazon. And it's the story of like this kinky couple that hooks up with the Mothman mailman. Maybe that's what's about to happen. I'm not really sure, Twink. We're still getting into it. You try to keep silent, but you can't hold it in. A meteor shower. A phenomenon associated with the passage of the Temple-Tuttle Comet every 33 years. Victoria keeps staring ahead. In 1866, there was one of the most spectacular meteor showers ever recorded. I saw some lithographs in the library. Victoria doesn't even move. Everyone makes a wish on a shooting star. Imagine how many wishes you can make with the thousands of shooting stars through the sky. Victoria settles in her seat. You know what, Lee? Shut up. You've never heard that tone before from her. Shit. Okay, I'm already not interested at all. She is not the one. Not at all. Just keep quiet until we reach. She pauses as she examines the map you threw on her lap. Holt Station. Yeah, I'm gonna drop you off at Jack in the Box. You're out of here, lady. We are done. This is the dating sim. I'm over it. I'm gonna have sex with Mothman. Your hands are shaking. That's what she wants? For you to keep quiet? For you to not say a goddamn word? Your hands grip the wheel tight. All the preparations you made for tonight. Your friend Freddie had worked out the ideal place to see them and their splendor away from the city lights. You and Holt and Mothman in the forest. I'm here for it. When you notice Holt Station was inside the area, you don't hesitate. But now, Vic had ruined it. Is this Mothman? It's the Mothman! What the fuck? That's a bat. Something hits the Mustang antenna. Oh, it's bleeding. What the hell is that? Stop, Lee, stop! You get out of the car and find a dead bat. It was a bat. Ooh, get a bowl? Go, zoo it, friend. Oh, so it was a bat. This wasn't Mothman. The animal had hit the antenna and somehow got entangled. Oh no, I love bats, so... You can't believe it. What are the odds of something like this happening? Don't bats have some advanced echolocation systems, like a submarine sonar? What starts as a simple grunt in your throat emerges as a helpless scream. Fuck! This is what I get for trying to do something different. We should have gone to the movies. I mean, here's the thing. If I was in a car in the woods and a hot man was like, I'm going to take you to go see shooting stars, and it's going to be really romantic, and you can make tons of wishes, I would think that would be so whimsical and cute. I'd be like, who thinks of this? Like, that's an adorable date idea. Like, going to the movies, like, getting dinner, that's so, like, anybody could do that. But someone who's, like, thinking of something romantic outside of the norm, I would be so about that. I'd be giving him roadhead by now. Lee. Vic whispering. It doesn't take long to see why. Oh, no. Over there. There's a wolf! We're gonna die. It's a coyote. Is watching you from where the dark of the forest meets the light of the moon. Okay, so Mothman and werewolves probably. In the 60s, that's romantic. In modern day, he's a serial killer. I don't know about that. I feel like in modern days, I would be totally about that. Oh, yell, Hunter for never taking me stargazing. Right, go do it, Polar. Right? I'm mad about this too. Vic, we got this. Coyotes very rarely just like attack people though. It's not interested in us. You point to the dead bat. They're scavengers. You hear a growl that quickly multiplies. Ah! Okay, well maybe we're in trouble. Suddenly you're surrounded. It's not the first time you face coyotes in the woods, but you aren't taking any chances. When I say run to the car as fast as you can, you try to recall all the advice you've heard from situations like these. Make lots of noise, wave your arms around. Yeah, you just gotta, like, scare them. One of the coyotes in front of you approaches. Yell and gesture. Yell at one of the coyotes on this side. Yell at coyotes on the other side. Don't, I think on this side of the car. Because if the leader runs, the others will run too. Yell at the coyote on your right. The coyote closest to you leaps forward with a savage bite. Encouraged by your screams, the rest of the coyotes soon join the feast. Oh. Maybe that was wrong. Okay, so that was death. Okay, just run to the car, I guess. Now! Okay, well then never mind. That also was not it. One of the coyotes in front of you approaches. Okay, well, let's yell at the coyotes on the other side. To your... right behind you. God damn it. This is not working at all. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll yell at this one right here. The one on this side, on the other side? On this side. In the center. Jesus! So what's the right answer? Are we all just gonna die? Yell. On the other... I guess on this side? To my left? We tried that one. We tried this. We tried the left? Oh. Another coyote advances. You look into its watery, bloodshot eyes. Yell and gesture. On this side of the car. To the right. Ah, okay, I get it. I get it. So we're just supposed to be screaming at them. So I guess now do we run to the car? Now. Okay, maybe not. So I think we just keep yelling at them. Okay, so we yell and gesture at the one on the right. On this side of the car. On the right. And then as they get closer, then we keep yelling at them. Yell and gesture on this side of the car. At the center. What? Push Barbara. We should push her. The way that I cannot figure this out. We'll yell at that one. And then we yell at right, left, center. Okay. Yell on this side, on the left. Yell and gesture. Now they're on the right, though. They keep coming. Oh, no! They're all over us now. 3 coyotes advance at once. Yelling, waving your arms around won't be enough this time. Bang on the hood, I guess. Okay, there we go. The trick seems to work and all the coyotes back down. No coyote advance this time. It's your chance to go on the offensive. Offense. Does that mean we attack them? Throw a stone, I guess. You crouch down and find 4 stones. You pick them up. Throw it at one of the coyotes on this side of the car, maybe? I'm gonna throw it to my left. I took him out. The stone flies to the left of the coyote, making the closest to it also retreat. Throw a stone to the one on the right. Coyote retreats into the darkness. Do we run to the car now? I'm afraid if we run, these ones are going to get me. Now. Jesus Christ. Do I have to do all of this over again? I have to do all of it again. Okay. On the right. So I have to throw him behind, too. Yell and gesture at the one on the center, right? At least it's changing up, though. Yell on the left. And then we yell... Oh, and then we have to bang on the car. And then they all back up. Trick seems to work. Okay, so now we throw stones at the ones on this side of the car. On the left. That'll make these 2 go away. Then we throw a stone in the one on the right. At least we don't have to, like, aim, which is great. And then now we throw a stone at the ones on the other side of the car. The coyote behind you to your right. That one, right? Aha! One less coyote to worry about. Throw a stone. At the other side of the car. The one right behind me. Coyote retreats. Now we go to the car. Throw one at her. Why would I throw one at her? I mean, I don't like her, but I don't dislike her that much. You get in the car, close the doors, and Victoria starts laughing. What are you laughing at, girlie? I did all the work. I just got mauled like 6 times in other realities. Although you know the reaction is more adrenaline than anything else, you start laughing too. Not kissing her. I want to break up with her. You start up the car and the V8 roars into life. You resume the trip. So right now, we're driving. We were gonna go to a meteor shower, and we hit a bat on the road, and we got attacked by wolves, but we got away. They named earmuffs ear hats. I love that so much. I love Mr. Purple Broccoli so freaking much. After a few wordless minutes, you suddenly remember something. Holtz. Vic. We're going to Holt's gas station. Victoria starts whistling. She's on another playing field right now. She, her, I got you, Criddles. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Enjoy your time here, friend. Thank you again for the follow. Yeah, it's very retro, right? Victoria starts whistling. The doubts, the fears, everything seems a bit ridiculous now. You think about the plans you made for tonight and smile. You really like to hear her whistle. Yeah, but she was musty. She was like, a date? No, not interested. She was like, I'm not getting the juice from her. Chapter 2 already? We're with Victoria this time. Lee turns off the car and looks you in the eye. He smiles. And that smile seriously pisses you off. Why? Why is she so musty? Tell Lee. Before you can open your mouth, Lee taps you on the leg. Wait here, Vic. I swear you won't believe it. You bite your lip and take a deep breath. You see him greet someone. Lee had written Holt Station on the map he'd thrown on your lap 20 minutes ago. He'd written it by hand and might as well have said Holt Station or Halt Station. Feels 1996 PC game? Oh yeah, totally. I'm not mad at all. Hi, Bunny Cartoon. How you doing? I got the beta for it. It looks really good so far. Hell Station even. She is so musty. Are we liking Victoria? From anyone who's been here since chapter 1, do we like Victoria? Lee's handwriting has always been intriguing to you. You remember that time you mentioned him, and he responded with a disproportionate anger. A nonsensical rant which involved several philosophers of language. And all because you told him his handwriting was dreadful. But now you know where those reactions come from. That night, you two got drunk by the lake. Lee told you that his father would have wanted to be born ugly. After the initial surprise, you couldn't stifle a belly laugh, and Lee looked down. For a few minutes, he didn't want to tell you anything else. You finally convinced him to continue. I always got what I wanted just by smiling. Ugly people have to develop other muscles. Unfortunately, those other muscles are the ones that last. You couldn't believe those words had come out of the mouth of a flesh and blood human being. I'm so confused by that sentence. I'm so confused. Maybe some poorly written character from a cheap romantic novel, but Lee's father? You picture Lee that night throwing pebbles from the shore while telling you everything about his father's teachings. All that frustration. Was that the night you got pregnant? She's pregnante! Oh my god! Wait, she's pregnante! You've both been drinking. Suddenly, you find it difficult to breathe. The interior of the car feels like it's getting smaller and smaller. You need some air. Say hi. I'm not being nice to this man. Holt, right? Holt seems startled. Hello. I mean, he did have, in the prologue, he had government agents show up and be like, don't tell anybody about the dream you had of your grandmother. Like, it was very weird. This is Victoria, my girlfriend. Be right back, Vic. He's gonna be a baby daddy, yeah. You see them walk away with a box they took out of the trunk. And from the effort Holt's putting in, it seems heavy. So now I understand why she's so musty. She's pregnante with his baby, and she doesn't want to have his baby. I think that she wants to break up with him, but now she feels like she's stuck with him, and it's the 60s. She doesn't have many options. Okay. What's inside the box? You're not stupid. You know that Lee has some business on the side, but his work as an intern at the university. You heard some rumors, and you have your suspicions. However, you never did too much digging. I mean, Holt is just a gas station guy. It's not like he's like smuggling art or something. You preferred to keep it a mystery. Something to make Lee a little more interesting. Maybe he's smuggling a box of dildos in here. Or 2,000. You light a cigarette. She can't smoke while she's pregnante? Would Lee be a good father? I mean, with those eyebrows, would you be a good mother? You clearly don't respect yourself to make them that thin, girly. And the question that you still haven't had the courage to ask. Would you be a good mother? Asked and answered. The clicks repeat at irregular intervals. Small moths approach the light to get electrocuted. Is that love, Victoria? You laugh and shake your head from side to side. You think of all the manuscripts you've torn up. You've tried poetry, drawing. History seemed like an obvious choice. You don't need any talent to be a historian. That seems like a read. This musty girl is reading historians. What's in the woods? There's a man in the woods? What's he holding, a camera? Hello? A man talks to himself while holding something in his hand. Oh, she about to die. Have you seen any winged creatures flying over the area? Well, we did hit a bat along the way here. But it's fine, the wolves got it. Or, I'm sorry, coyotes. For a moment you think he's asking some kind of trick question, and you remain silent. I don't like this man in his suit and his sunglasses at night. However, something about him tells you that he's genuinely asking. He's a cryptid hunter, maybe. You look at the man bathed in the shine of the streetlight, and the scene fascinates you. Siri, play Ariana Grande's Moonlight. Surreal. Some of your old friends would have said, the ones that organize poetry nights, and read Latremont. Excuse me, you are... Oh yes, sorry, Hill. Lou Hill. 'Cause we're riding up that Lou Hill. A writer. Oh. Victoria Greenberry. You're not giving up your whole name. History student. Winged creatures, Mr. Hill. Oh no, bat baby. No, yeah, we did hit a bat, unfortunately. Winged creatures, Mr. Hill? Lou, please. Can I call you Victoria? I'd prefer you didn't. I'd prefer you called me nothing. I'm looking into about a dozen reports, Victoria. Numerous witnesses claim to have seen human-sized winged creatures flying over the area. Call me Daddy instead. Please! Call me... Actually, I don't want you to call me Victoria. I want you to call me Daddy. And this man, like, hiding in this light, just, like, standing in his suit, trying to write about Mothman, is like, Daddy, so let me ask you, have you seen any winged creatures? Hi, music, how you doing? Lou smiles, but the smile doesn't last long on his face. Look there at the top of the trees. It won't take you long to find one. Aim at the area Lou just told you. Everything's blurry, so you decide to adjust the binoculars. Adjust the focusing wheel. I don't know, move right? Oh, jeez. Is that Mothman? That's Mothman. I don't know what I'm trying to make it do. You cannot rotate further to adjust the focus. If you can't focus, try adjusting the diopter first. It's adjusted to compensate for some issues with my left eye. Try to adjust to it, see the same with both eyes, then focus. Huh. You move the diopter to the left and notice a change in your left eye. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Daddy Mothman? I love Daddy Mothman. He got cheekbones, though. I mean, it's true. It's true, he does have cheekbones. Am I supposed to... I mean, the one on the right seems more detailed, doesn't it? No, maybe I'm supposed to make it this center one. And then we'll adjust the focusing wheel. I'm so confused. Oh my god, it's Mothman! It's Mothman! It was just a second, but you think you saw something up there. Was it suggestion? I don't think they're angels, Victoria. It's Zaddy Mothman! Oogie Boogie on Weight Watchers, please. It's a Costco eye doctor, please. But before I tell you my theory, I need your help. Could you draw in this notebook what you saw? I would love for Lou and his big tight cheekbones and the driver to hook up together. We'll leave Victoria here at the gas station, and she can hitch a ride back to Jack in the Box from here. Could you draw in this notebook what you just saw? Yes. At any other time, you'd refuse with some witty comment. But there's something about Lou Hill that invites you to play along. It's giving very that, Harry, very choose your own adventure, sort of. You wonder if the fact that he presented himself as a writer had something to do with it. We'll draw the body yaddy yaddy first. Short arms and wings, human chest with huge wings. Draw the legs. Wide hips and short legs. And then the head. Why is Mothman posed like this? A huge owl head. Redraw the legs. 9. They weren't really like bird-like legs. Give Lou the notebook. Before giving it back, you write some notes further describing what you saw. He's gonna put down on Mr. Cheekbones. And Victoria can chew on the rest of the card. Give her that as a snack. Lou hadn't asked for them, but somehow they make you feel less anxious. You never felt confident about your work. Lou looks at the notebook for a few seconds. That feels too long. You think about that time you showed your sketches to your art teacher and how he embarrassed you in front of the rest of the class. Motherfucker. What? Sorry, I was talking to myself. You can't help but blush. Victoria. Also, I love her hoop earrings. I will say, the bigger the hoop, you know the rest. For once, you're glad to hear Lee's voice. All good? Although he seems to be talking to you, Lee keeps staring at Lou. They want to kiss. I want him to kiss. Lou Hill, writer. Lou holds out his hand. Lee Miller, historian. Sex addict. Lee walks over and put his arms around you. His back to Lou. That part, bae. That part. I mean, she is pregnante. You know he must have been annoyed that Lou introduced himself as a writer. Although it's hard for you to admit it, you like to be hugged. You feel safe. You think you would also feel safe in your grandmother's arms or in the arms of any other strong woman in your family. But the heat of Lee's body, the hardness of his muscles, how hard are they? You remember all those biologist arguments. I don't know why that took me a second. You hate so much and you can't help but smile. It's like you're cheating when nobody's looking. Come on, Vic. Let's see the surprise. Close your eyes. Huh? Close your eyes. You close your eyes and let Lee guide you. Now open them. That smile's creepy. I hope it's at Hard Criddles. I hope so. Oh, this is cute, a little picnic. Right, I'm so confused about that read. I've just tried to not even think about it. So what do you think? There's a doggo here. A romantic dinner for two under the same meteor shower that amazed our ancestors. You instinctively put your hand to your belly. And when you realize it, you quickly put it in your pocket. You look at the dog tied to the post. That's a demon dog. The dog growls into the dark. X-Files scene plays. Hello? I'm so sorry. Chapter 3. Now we're going back to Holt. What? Closing her eyes while she got pregnant? To begin with? I mean, maybe she closed her eyes for that. I don't know. He seems kind of cute. I'd keep my eyes open. You've known Lou Hill for a few months now. The first time you talked to him was at the Moose. Oh, this was in the prequel. In the prologue. Lou was looking for information about some unusual lights in the sky. Nobody would talk to him. Before going to the restroom, You went over to his table and suggested he buys people a drink first. When you got back, Lou was already talking to Rick and Stella, their tongues sufficiently loosened. Lou raised his glass in your direction and smiled. Although it wasn't you who gave him the nickname, you still feel a little guilty. Since that night, most locals refer to him as Lou Refill Hill. What do you recall about the encounter with these men in black? You were not supposed to tell anybody about them. You smile. What does he mean? It had only been a week. You think about how to answer. You know Lou. He loves asking questions. So we're going to tell him one thing, and one thing only. No follow-up questions. Tell him about how they bit the card. One of the men in black bit a card and told me not to tell anyone about their visit. Lou listens carefully. He seems to hesitate, and you seize the opportunity to change the subject. You know, otherwise, he'd keep asking about the encounter all night. Red or black? What? The card. Red. You turn over the card. It's red. Good. It's the solitaire my grandma taught me. No one could ever win it. Lou suddenly seems interested. And how do you play it? You hear barking from the back of the station. Trent. When they brought him in, they told me his name was Chase. Fuck it. It's Trent for me. You know Trent, right? From The Moose. Tall, prominent belly, and a scar parallel to the growth of his beard. You laugh heartedly. Lou Hill might be a bit of a pain in the ass, but no one could deny that he was good with descriptions. You think about the book he's given you. He signed it and everything. Where did you leave it? I call him Trent because he barks like Trent on Open Mic Tuesday. That's shady. Come on, let's go to the garage and see the machine gun. That is ominous. Let me take you to my garage so I can show you my machine gun that I'm hand building like a freaking psychopath. I would be like, I'm okay to not see your machine gun. Like, I'm so good. We're going back to Victoria now. So, is this his idea of a special date? This freaking girly, I cannot. I'm about to undo my hair right now because I'm gonna undo it. I'm gonna fix my hair because I'm about to fight her. Hold on, I gotta get my bun tighter because we are about to engage in a fight. I know that she is not out here being like, so looking at the stars and packing up a picnic at this cute little spot out here is not a romantic special date. Okay, I'm about to fight. I'm taking off my earrings for this. Looking at shooting stars while holding your hand. How is this not romantic? I am losing my mind right now. I am losing my mind. I need to know. Type 1 in the chat if a man brought you out to the woods to watch fireworks, a clear night sky, and packed a picnic. Would you not think that was romantic? Type 1 in the chat if you do not think that's romantic. If you think it's romantic, type 2. I would be 1 if you think it's not romantic. 2 if you think it's romantic. Be like, it's a nice thought. I'm bored, but it's romantic. Okay, but that's a cute idea. Like going to the movies or going to get dinner. That's like, so everybody does that. Everybody does that. Not into romance. That's fine. Twink. You can be not romantic as long as you want. I'm not judging you. Picnic with fireworks. I mean, shooting stars is so, with shooting stars. That's such a nice idea. Look at shooting stars while holding your hand. Telling you his plans for the end of the semester? You can't stop thinking about the raw strength of the hug from a minute ago. She just wants to get her coochie pounded. That's all she wants from him. Or how he scared the coyotes away by yelling and throwing stones at them. If I knew him well enough, that's fine. Otherwise, I'm about to be murdered. I mean, like, they're dating. They're dating. She's pregnante, potentially with his baby. You think about your friend May. All those dark fantasies she told you about. But holding hands like this, smiling and talking and looking into each other's eyes. Wait. Okay, so she's a little musty, but she's into some dom and sub shit. I'm telling you right now, because she's thinking like, ooh, when he was yelling at the wolves, when he was holding you really tight, when he was throwing rocks at them, she wants to get her booty spanked. I think she's a little kinky. Okay, now I'm kind of feeling her musty ass. And she's pregnante. Feels like giving up, doesn't it? You know you're to blame, too. Aren't you playing the perfect girlfriend role? Don't you make eyes at him? Don't you say love whenever you call him? So is this it, Victoria? Is this what you want for the rest of your life? It's not. Why don't you make up your mind just for once? You think of May again. Of those women she'd claimed to know who could solve your situation. No! You wouldn't be the first or last. The dog barks like a maniac, and you appreciate this distraction. A mixture of guilt, anguish, and apathy takes over you. And now what? Why is he looking at you like that? Why doesn't he say anything? Has he asked you a question? Ask him to repeat the question. I said if you're excited about the doors. No. What? The doors, Victoria. How could you not be excited? You just smile. Smiling sometimes works. Freddie told me they're about to release their first album, and it seems they'll be playing in New York. Are we going to see them live again then? She is... Okay, so I understand her... Now I understand where she's coming from. Now I get it. Now I get it. Even though you try, you gradually stop listening to him. Hesitancy returns, and all those questions. What had been a distraction is now driving you crazy. Absolutely glad to stop by. Google search compile below on a wiki, and then you can download preferred version. Oh, very nice. Community Discord too, I've worked in occasionally. Ooh, very nice. I love that. Thank you, Dread. Can we get another shout out for Dread, please? Thank you for trusting your community here. Thank you for trusting the vibes. If you need to de-stream at all, please do so. If you're going to be sticking around for a bit, what are you going to do with the rest of your night? What the hell is wrong with him? Shooting fucking stars. Why don't you make a wish, Victoria? How about going home, covering your head with a pillow, and sleeping for 18 hours straight? You know what? That sounds lovely to me. You feel like crying? And try to calm down. Oh? Those eyes. That creature you thought you saw in the treetops. Is it Mothman? Got alert, grab a bite? Please, get some food, friend. I appreciate you a lot. Thank you so much. Had it been real? Not just your imagination. It's Mothman! Coming to give us that moth booty! Vic. You know what? I'm tired of it already. Exhausted! I've been trying and trying for more than 10 minutes. Can you tell me what's wrong with you? You stay silent. You need to think. But Lee's right. It's not fair to either of you. With so much noise, it's impossible for you to concentrate. You know they're all excuses, though. Winged monsters don't exist. It's just your brain desperately trying not to focus on what's important. The sudden scream chills your blood. And silence takes over everything. The dog died! They can't kill the dog! I'm out of here. Done. I'm out. Mothman killed the dog. Have you met Lee? Tall guy with the blonde girl. He made xerographic copies of some docs I've used to assemble this beauty. Where'd he get the docs from? You bite your lower lip. Do all writers ask so many questions? Lee works at the university in the history department. Lou adjusts his glasses. You don't know why, but that gesture irritates you. I feel like literally everything bothers Holt. The Winans doesn't work like a normal machine gun. Normal machine guns use gunpowder to fire projectiles. Do you know what the Winans use? Centrifugal force. Interesting. Lou repeats the gesture with glasses. Today, Lee brought me some ketchum grenades. Do you know about ketchum grenades? You gotta catch them all? Lou shakes his head and readjusts his glasses for the third time in less than 5 minutes. You take a deep breath. Say it doesn't matter and leave the garage. Tell him about the ketchum grenades. I want to know about these. Although you can't stand Lou refill Hill's ticks, you enjoy talking about your collection of Civil War weapons. Ketchums are similar to footballs in shape. They have to land on their nose to explode. I think we're in chapter 4 right now, Cookie. They were highly inefficient. In Port Hudson, for example, the Confederates used sheets to catch them without exploding, and then threw them back at the Union soldiers. Lou's about to say something when you hear a scream that makes your blood run cold. You grab the shotgun without thinking twice. It's coming from the back. Come on. You don't have a good feeling about it. Something's not right. Oh. Mothman got the dog. The two of them are next. Or it's his grandma. Maybe his grandma's the Mothman. Trent, no! Oh, no! Mothman's got the dog! Although it feels like a dream, somehow you know. The creature is real. Your dog's suffering is real. And there'll be no waking up from this. Shoot the creature. Do we shoot it? Do we shoot it or I mean, running up to Trent won't help. Do we shoot Mothman? I love Mothman. Yeah, if you don't let go of that dog right now, I will do something. I'm gonna fight. I was pulling out my hair to fight Victoria, but I might have to fight Mothman. No, the dog's still alive, it looks like. It looks like the dog's still fine. I just need to know, do we shoot at Mothman or not? Need to learn some respect, right? Pew pew. You aim your gun. Shit, but you don't have a clean shot. Run to Trent. You hear the muffled moans of your dog, and the fury blinds you. You drop the shotgun and grab onto the chain. Son of a bitch is going to strangle Trent. Ask the rest to help you. I guess we all pull? Come on, hurry. Before they arrive, you feel the pull. And the floor disappears under your feet. Hold on to the chain. Oh. Well, I guess we died. Tree branches penetrate your body and you die. Okay, so I guess we have to let the dog go. Halt! You know you should hit the floor soon. Don't move. Oh.
She passed away? Oh. All right.
Her sister's a nurse. No bones seem to be broken. My dog. Victoria and Lee help you get to your feet. Lou doesn't take his eyes off the winged creature for a single second. He let go. He just let go. What? 1 second. I know where your dog is, Holt. Wait a minute. Got something in the car. Let's go. A gift from Freddy. Cool, right? You have a gun? You try to get up, but you feel dizzy and stumble. Victoria gives Lee a disapproving look and helps you keep your balance. Follow me. Thanks. You would have liked to smile at her. After all, Victoria just wants to help. But I can do it by myself. You get your rifle and walk with the rest to the blackness of the forest. We should go in. Right, America, where people just have guns in their pockets. That direction. No. I think we should go that way. Lee, now what? The place where Trent fell. I've calculated it by projecting the point where the creature dropped it on this map. You've calculated? You've calculated, you say? Weren't you a writer? Okay, but he could be a multifaceted. Lou, don't mind him. Do what you want. Constantly checking the map, Lou leads the group on. We should be close. There. Your heart is pounding. Please. Compress his chest. We use both hands just like that. We gotta save the doggo! How curious. Did you know that the cardiopulmonary resuscitation procedure was discovered by Dr. Knickerbocker while he was trying to save a dog? Hi, Kaylani, how you doing? It's good to see you. As he speaks, Luke carefully examines the top of the trees. It was at Johns Hopkins University. Victoria rests her hands on yours and moves her head from side to side. You stop pressing, and a few tears roll down your cheek. The interesting thing is what happened to the dog afterwards. Shut it, Lou. Lou adjusts his glasses. You look at Victoria. You were too afraid your voice would break to say thank you. Why didn't you shoot? Why didn't you try to blow the creature's brains out? Deep down, you know that it's just the guilt talking, and that maybe there was nothing you could have done differently to save him. Lee, have you seen Lee? You stand up and look around. Lee's gone. What? Wait, where'd he go? Your pet sitting? Very nice. How's the pet sitting going? And we just lost the dog in this game. Chapter 4, 5, 6. This is chapter 6. I can't do Roman numerals. You walk faster to keep your thoughts at bay. What the hell is wrong with her? Why does she even listen to him? Writer, says the fucker. He's got some machismo issues. What a loser. I am not liking Lee much either. You walk through the woods confident that you will be one to find Holt's dog. What then, Vic? What weird little face will you make? Hello, Bubblegum. Yeah, because stream died on Monday. The government agents! Oh my god, they're just standing there. Hello? You feel like someone is watching you. You're walking through a dense forest area where the darkness is almost total. Or they're Mothman cultists. I would be willing to bet they're Mothman cultists. Finally, you reach a clearing and look at the sky. Meteor shower is gaining intensity. How many are you watching, Kehlani? Your heart is in anguish and you find it hard to breathe. Are you watching the Leonids, Victoria? Are you? You hold your head in your hands. We'll cry. It's good to cry. The last time you cried like this, you were 16. I just got an achievement that said macho cry. You'd come home early and found him hitting your mother. Oh no. You tried to separate them and your father took it out on your ribs. His blows were like a rain of sledgehammers and his breath reeked of alcohol. He pushed you against the wall and you ended up on the floor. Your mom was clutching her head when your dad took a deep breath and kicked you in the stomach. Not the violence. Won't you hit your face because it's the only thing you got going for you? And one day you won't have it anymore. You carry your father's photo in your wallet, not to remember how good he looked. Hell no. Whenever the pain was too much, you'd scratch his entire face until his features blended with the cuts in the paper. What the? You seem to hear something. A kind of rumor. 2 teacup chihuahuas and a Great Dane. I love Great Danes. They're so cool. You think of the noise hands make when you shake the dust off an old volume. A river? You try to think about the map you've got in the car. You can't remember seeing a river here. Further west, sure, but here? As you get closer, you hear it more clearly. It's wings. You feel a kind of calm. Not peace, but numbness. What? Suddenly, the whitest light you've ever seen floods the ground. Even when there's no river nearby, the sound is deafening. What? You feel the light pulse with painful intensity, as if millions and millions of red ants were sinking their little jaws into your skin. Pain turns into light. You want to scream, but you have no mouth. No larynx or lungs. Aliens! And the white that precedes everything consumes you. Aliens? And Mothman? And dogs dying? You don't know how long it takes. And pregnante? You feel the urgency of what is yet to be, and white makes you desperate. A goat? This game has everything. Pregnance, aliens, Mothman booty, and goats. What? What the fuck is this? You feel the white light leaving your body, and you hear your own voice screaming at the top of your lungs. And government agents, conspiracy theorists perhaps. They're gone. You drop to the floor and cover your head with both hands. You're filled with a sense of completeness that you cannot explain. We all need a little darkness. What? What? I'm so confused. Chapter 7. Lee! Where's that idiot? Okay, I don't like her anymore. Calm down, Victoria. Lee knows how to take care of himself. Holt's right. Lee's gonna show up eventually. Did you know that he chased away a pack of coyotes with his scream, some stones, and a blow on the hood of his car? Lou smiles. You wonder if it's an authentic or a calculated gesture to show some empathy. Holt? You did not know that? What? What's your business with Lee? Holt looks at you for a few seconds before answering. You think of one of the computers at the campus. The IBM 7040. You know what it's called because you once wrote a poem with that title. Holt is like that computer. From the outside, it's impossible to tell what's evaluating before giving you an answer. I shouldn't tell you anything. Holt lowers his voice. But you shut Lou up back there. And I'm going to make an exception. Holt tells you about Lee's business, the sale of original Civil War pieces, the xerographic copies of historical documents. So he is kind of smuggling things. Don't worry. He knows what he's doing. You hear twigs snapping. Who's there? Grandma? I knew it. The grandma was a moth person. Hello, Riley. How are you? Oh my God! Not the grandma! The sight of Holt's grandmother holding an old rifle mesmerizes you. No! Not her showing up! The whole thing looks like an image from some Waith painting. A wet dream for almost any of your classmates. Who would have a wet dream about this old lady holding a rifle? An image that not only defies gender stereotypes, but also demolishes social constructs like that of grandma in classic stories. I knew she was sus. Ooh, she looks rough. Going down the Titanic really did her in. I'm about here to fuck shit up. The expression on Holt's grandmother's face changes. Her features soften. My legs! Grandma? She's a moth person. Holt picks up his grandma and helps her sit against a tree trunk. He looks at his dog's corpse and beckons you to come closer. I need to bury Trent before carrying on. You nod your head. How do you feel, ma'am? Confused. Here, Victoria. You didn't hear him approach. You grab the handkerchief without thinking twice. A strange feeling runs through your body. Shouldn't you have at least considered some other option? Clean up her legs. She was faking it the whole time. You rub the handkerchief against her calves and gradually remove the mud stains. Scrub harder. Don't tell me what to do, old lady. I'll leave you out here with the dog. I was probably your age when I stopped feeling my legs. Holt's grandmother sighs and closes her eyes. She's pulling Charlie's Grandpa Joe, where she's like faking it the whole time, and then as soon as she gets something opportunistic, then she can walk. Ooh, I got a golden ticket. I'm gonna be rich with chocolate. Like that, she's doing something shady out here. You ever seen so many moles together? Ew, I don't want to look at her moles. I'm so sorry, Riley. Hope the rest of your night is better. Did you just get off? Lou speaks almost in whispers. You wonder why. Let's go. Lou picks up the old rifle and examines it briefly. Holt looks at you with expression you can't quite make out. Are you okay? No, you're not okay. But what are you going to tell him? That you're pregnante? That your boyfriend is missing? That winged creatures out of old pulp magazines are apparently more than just fiction? That some grandma was walking around out in the woods with a rifle? You walk for a while in silence. What was... Trying to think of something else, Victoria? Oh, what's with the winky face? A few minutes ago, you all started hearing the screams. Noticing sudden movements in the treetops. We're almost there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Mothmen! You find it hard to believe what you're seeing. Why are these creatures flying over the gas station? Inch resting. Holt punches Lou in the shoulder. Oh, interesting. Did you find it not interesting what they did to Trent? We're not in one of your cheap books, Lou. Oh, crying face. I got you. I thought you were like, and I'm getting off at 10, wink. And I was like, oh. A sudden silence befalls the group. Suggest a plan. Listen. No, you just cover me. You close your fist tightly, trying to exercise the impotence you feel. Was it that hard to hear it, what you had to say? You shake your head from side to side. What's even the plan? Running with his grandma in his arms? Why does he have to be the hero? Halt! The shriek chills your blood. Fuck! Did Holt get taken? Lou looks at you as if waiting for something. How many bullets were in your rifle? 3. Hope it's enough. Are we gonna shoot all the Mothmen? Holt and Elsie are halfway to the gas station. 2 winged creatures on the street lamps. The light, Victoria. These creatures seek the light. Tell Lou to take aim. Aim for the lamp on the left. Aim for the lamp on the right. Farthest lamp? Center lamp? I think the farthest one, right? The closest lamp on the right. Shoot. 3, 2, 1. We killed Mothman! You have 2 bullets left. Tell Lou to take aim. For the farthest lamp on the right? 3, 2, 1. Ah! We took out one of them. The winged creature flies to the farthest pole. You have 1 bullet left. Tell Lou to take aim. For the lamp on the right, I guess. Shoot. Did we do it wrong? The winged creature flies to the farthest pole. And it does so over Holt and Elsie's heads. Desperate, you run to help. Damn it! I hate this! Pain blurs your vision and you lose consciousness. What were we supposed to do? I love that for you, Riley. And also I hate that. So wait, do we have to like... What do we have to do here? They're trying to get to the light. So... Far pole first? I can try. Farthest lamp on the right. Shoot. Oh, maybe it's whatever lights are left. You have 2 bullets left. Maybe we don't need to shoot anymore. Nope, that wasn't right. That wasn't right at all. Okay, so let's see. Farthest lamp on the right. So that scares that one off. We have 2 bullets left. So, Lou to take aim on the right. Center lamp. Shoot at it. We don't have that many bullets left. When creature flies to the farthest pole, and so does over Holt and Elsie's heads. Desperate, you run to help. Wait, why did we run though? I don't know why she ran. I did not tell her to run. We still had bullets. Tell Lou to take aim. Farthest lamp. Maybe we want to keep that one up there. Closest lamp on the right. Shoot. I'm confused on what's happening here. Aim for the center lamp. Get rid of that one. So then they're both really high up. I don't know why she's running to help. Oh, you know what? Maybe we need to take out the lamp on the left so then they won't go over there. Too far away. Oh. Well, then we need to do that again. Retry that. I'm so confused. So the closest lamp didn't work. The farthest lamp didn't work. The one on the left he doesn't even have aim for. So... do I shoot the center one? Closest lamp. I'm gonna get rid of that one. No. I don't know. This is confusing. I don't know why I clicked that button. Okay, closest lamp. Shoot that one. And then closest right. Then farthest. Then run. Okay. Then farthest. Shoot. I think we tried to shoot the one on the right, but do we think we should shoot the one on the left this time? Because I don't know where they're even at. I'm going to shoot the one on the left. I don't know what's happening here. Shit, too far away. I knew that. Damn it. Grandma's breaking beauty standards. Also, Victoria might be... running killed us, Kawaii. Victoria also might be, like, into some Dom sub shit. We're not sure. She seems like she might be. Okay, so the closest lamp we shot, and that was correct. And then we shoot the farthest one, right? Tell Lou to take aim. We'll do the the farthest one. She's into grandmas. She might be. You think you have to run to shoot the one on the left? It won't let me get closer to it, though. Tell Lou to take aim for the center lamp. We've tried every combination and nothing's working. And so it does over... oh, desperate you run to help. See, nothing works. She said wet dream for Granny. You're so right. You're so right. Literally nothing works. The winged creatures rush at you. We've tried literally every single combination. So I guess... I mean, we'll shoot the one on the farthest. We'll try that one. And then maybe the center one? And then it flies over here. But we can't make it over to that pole. I've tried running first, Atlas. Again, why did she run? We had another bullet. Run to... yeah, she dies right here. I don't know if we can make it through this. We tried literally every single combination. Have I tried setting fire to the rain? No, I haven't tried that. I should try setting fire to the rain. I'll shoot the farthest, and then I'll shoot the closest. And then maybe the center? Shoot. She's gonna run. You have one bullet left. He cannot shoot the one on the left. It's too far away for him. If this doesn't work, we've tried every combination. We've literally tried everything. Shoot center, farthest. Okay. I'll try that. I'll do center, farthest, then first. Okay. Center. Huh. And then farthest. We have not tried it. So we're going to try it now. And then first. The two creatures fight. Oh, okay, there we go. That was the right... that was... what? I'm so confused why that one worked. That literally made no sense. Okay, well, there we go. That was it. Run to Elsie and Holt. All clear. Help me with Holt and Elsie. And let's inside fast. Is someone going to make a wish? You laugh under your breath. A genius, right? Thank you, Kawaii. You look at Holt and he looks away. You wonder if he's pissed because you saved him. Because it kept moving to the middle, it flew over the top of... Oh, kawaii. That makes so much sense. I was losing my mind trying to figure out what was going on. You still can't believe everything that happened tonight. You know that as soon as you stop to think, you touch your belly and fight back the tears. Lou looks at his watch. The Leonids are reaching their point of highest intensity. The screeching is deafening. Freaking creatures. I think I saw one in a dream. Lou is about to add something, but suddenly falls silent. You approach the window and rest your hand on the glass. You can't stop looking at their dance. What is happening? Before meeting Lee, you had some experiences in college. Experiences by which you sought to open the doors of your perception. Lee doesn't know, and you don't know how he would react if he found out. But the strange dance of these creatures in the sky beats anything you experienced while tripping. Oh my god, she did drugs! That's what she's talking about. She had some experiences with mushrooms, perhaps. Okay, hold. They called him the Javaro of the Hills. What he did lacked a ritual component. It had nothing to do with the taxidermy business, even less with mummification. His shrunken animal heads were art, sold as collector pieces. One afternoon, Liam, his only nephew, stole a bear head. The head had been emptied of viscera and was floating in a solution his uncle used in the early stages of the miniaturized process. What? Liam lifted the head out of a bucket, wiped it dry, and put it on like a helmet. I hate that. He stripped naked, left the house, and ran into the village. Liam entered the church in the middle of mass, screaming at the top of his lungs, waving his arms up and down as if he were clawing. One of the congregation members pulled out a gun and shot him. You remember the sheer terror you felt when you saw the bear man running towards the altar. This game is a trip. This is worse. What is happening here? There's a cat? There's a pig? What? There's a moose or something back there? Worse? Worse than what? Tell them about Liam. You tell them the story of Liam and his uncle, the Javaro of the Hills. Somehow you feel safe telling them stories from the past. As for what's on the other side of the window, this fear can't be any more present. Got some clippings from the case. Liam's story was an unfortunate event. It explains what happened to him, but it also provided an all-too-easy explanation for other sightings in the area. The dog man, the owl woman. Many people told me stories about similar creatures in the moose. Lou adjusts his glasses. Lou, Refill Hill. You think I don't know what they call me in town? Oh, so he knows that's his nickname. He knows that they call him this name. It may be true that some people make up stuff to get a beer, but imaginations have limits. And in the long run, we tend to rely on real experiences when real experiences when telling a story. Mothmen. They're somehow related to the Leonids and the gathering of all these creatures. I'm so confused. Maybe he's right, and all the creatures outside started to appear after the aerial dance of these Mothmen. Ask why Mothmen. Wait, I don't really care about the grandma. Mothmen. Why the name? Moths are attracted to light. You look at the sky, illuminated by dozens and dozens of shooting stars, and you nod. You like the name. Not because of Lou's explanation, but because you know it's easy to squash a moth. Bye, Grandma, seriously. This isn't the first time that Mothmen have appeared during the Leonids. What? Among some of the references, they're mentioned in oral histories of the Ojibwe, collected in the diary of Jesuit missionary in 1683, who even dares to draw them. Many believe the creatures described in this diary are thunderbirds, but the Jesuits' drawings look much more like Mothmen. And the most interesting part is that he draws lines around them. Some researchers think these lines are kinetic, Gonna head to bed. Have a good night, Atao. I appreciate you so much for being here. A way of representing the speed of the creatures. You can hear Grandma bitching at Victoria to rub harder. You know that they can. Lou slides a finger across the glass, following the trajectory of a shooting star in the sky. But I think these drawings depict Mothmen, with the Leonids in the background. We're talking 1933, 1666 maybe. Okay, now we have to check on the grandma. Grandma? Better? What are those shrieks, love? It's painful for you to see how confused she is. 1 second. You turn on the radio. Static. I don't know how radios work. No matter which way you turn the dial, all you hear is static. You never sung at the Moose. Not even on those nights when everyone egged you on, and the booze in your system had drowned your inhibitions. Almost not realizing it, you start singing the lullaby Elsie used to sing to make you sleep. Although more than 40 years have passed, the words still come to your mind, one after the other. You close your eyes and caress her hair, singing all the time. As soon as you feel the rhythmic breathing of your grandmother, you get up. What was that? Is it the men again? Oh, it's him. Lee? Victoria tries to hug Lee while he babbles something you don't understand. At no time does he look up. Where the hell have you been? Victoria. I thought... But he's here. Give him some space. There are Mothmen outside, and she's like, where have you been? Like, she died like at least 6 times. Lee takes a few seconds to start speaking. I think I got lost in the forest. Babe, take it easy. Victoria grabs his arm, and Lee tries to smile. Hi, Metal. I thought I heard the sound of a river. Welcome back. And I felt someone looking at me. After walking for a while, the noise was deafening. But there was no river. Lee starts to cry. Victoria tries to calm him down. As soon as he regains his composure, Lee keeps talking. And then came the white. I don't know how to explain it. It was as if I could see everything and nothing at the same time. And a goat looked up to the sky to watch the shooting stars. It stood on 2 legs like this, you know? Just like us. I'm so confused. What the hell is going on? I think the time has come. Let me tell you a few things. Lou knows everything. Lou clears his throat and begins to speak. Although you can't stand his tics or his false dramatics, you want to know what's going on. I really do. The Leonids occur every 33 years. Some are intense like those of 1833, or the ones in 1866. Others are weak. 1899, for example. Okay, I'm not a mathematician, but if these happen every 33 years, wouldn't eventually things get a little out of whack? Like, if it went 1633, and then 1666, and then 1699, wouldn't the next one technically be, like, 1729? Something like that? Like, or no, I can't do math. Hold on. It would end at a 2, right? So it would, like, take it would take a century to get caught back up to 33. The math is not mathing. And there's leap years every 4. Are those the ones we have records of? You notice that Victoria grabs Lee's hand. Lou walks over to the window and points to the sky. This year, they're intense again. 66, 66, 100-year difference, and not 99. That 1-year discrepancy bothers me too. Okay, so they're catching on to the math too. And I think it has to do with the problems of our calendar and the periodic adjustments that we are forced to make. Tell me, have you ever seen a medieval manuscript? No one answers. Just as you're about to open your mouth, Lou continues. He's touching his glasses dramatically. You're right. I shouldn't question the math. I shouldn't be like, hi, I'm gay and I don't understand math, but I have a math question. Right when the science guy's telling me everything. They're usually adorned with warrior rabbits, standing on 2 legs. Do you think these rabbits came from the imagination of medieval scribes alone? Those rabbits existed, and they were annihilated by man. Each meteor shower spawns new bipeds. And it was in one of these storms that mankind arose. Oh, are they trying to say that we're Mothmen? What makes us different from all of them is that we survived. By destroying each other, biped, or by destroying any other biped that came along, or by reducing them to the realm of gossip or fiction. Outside, the creatures began to fight. Why? What motivates them? And what about Lou? Should you believe everything he says? After all, Lou is a writer. Your grandma's coughing sounds like the noise of a tractor's engine refusing to start. Oops, she's dying. She got the Rona. Grandma? You had to kill them all! Jesus Christ! With the voice which she speaks seems to come from much further back in her throat. We had a secret weapon, and we would use it to finish off the upright beasts. Oh, the machine gun! But they decided to test it in the war. Elsie? What are you talking about? I want to take the Windens from the battlefield. And they, your grandma caresses her legs. I just want to finish the mission. Oh, she's been faking it this whole time. Victoria and Lee look at each other. Lou walks up to you and tells you almost in a whisper. I bet the moles on your grandma's legs correspond exactly to your grandpa's wounds. Did you ever tell Lou about your grandma's legs? What? You're confused, and Lou seems to notice. What? It's not just free beers at Mooseholt. People tell me things. FBI Gran. Ooh, maybe. Lou speaks softly, but his words resonate loudly in your head. The moles on your grandmother's legs. Her grandfather's legs riddled by bullets in the Civil War. I don't think that works that way. Could it be that Elsie's grandfather was talking to you through your grandmother's body? I don't know if it works that way. The Winans. The Winans, a project that has obsessed you for a long time, and now you think you know why. She's too fueled from hate to die. That's the tagline of like a horror game. Grandma, fueled by hate, refuses to die. Coming to a summer theater near you. Maybe like a movie that was a video game. You decide not to think about Elsie, her grandfather, the moles, the men in black. You're terrified that behind you, behind all your decisions, something more than your own free will was at work. Come on. The Winans! Quick, let's get her out. This is the new DVD character, exactly. No. It's still not working. What do you mean it's not working? It is some kind of safety mechanism, and I still haven't been able to assemble it successfully. Here, see? If I have to do more math stuff, the L's. You look at Lou with curiosity. On the blueprints, there. Those L's are the rubric of a secret society founded in the middle of the last century. And then we've got some, nonsense happening here. Hold the phone. We need to call Nicolas Cage. There is a secret society that was being formed during the Civil War that they put in blueprints as they were making a machine gun. What in the National Treasure?
No, I just don't think this is like right for me. I don't want to do it. I want to go home. Like, I can't take the pressure of it. Don't you think any job interview...
I don't know if she's gonna fuck shit up or not, but I need her to. Thank you, Joe. That was so funny. The moles mean a dead guy might be possessing, right? The new National Treasure sequel is wild. I want to go home. I can't take the pressure either. It's not so secret if you know about it, is it? Lou doesn't answer you. Why the L? Some say it's because of the way the knight moves on a chessboard. Others say it's because of Lewis Carroll, the author of Alice in Wonderland. This is wild. Exactly. Let them keep talking. Lou closes his eyes, holds a hand to the bridge of his nose, and clears his throat. They're just talking and saying words at this point. Can this guy be any more affected? A stick I found that weighed 2 pounds. I saw it up one day. In pieces, 8 of equal weight. How much did each piece weigh? Oh no, math, I can't do it. Everybody says 1/4 pound, which is wrong. 1/4 pound of cheese? A riddle? At this moment? In this economy? Victoria strokes her chin, and Lee nods his head slightly as if he's counting something. I always hate the idea of like someone stroking their chin, but I mean, as a gay person, when I think stroking, I think that someone's like doing this to their chin. And I'm like, that's not what they mean. It sort of like means like that, but not like a full that moment, but it seems like it should be that. Victoria strokes her chin and Lee nods his head slightly as if he's counting something. Do you think it's time for a riddle, Lou? Lou raises his hands and moves aside. You take a deep breath. It shouldn't be that hard to find the right configuration. You say that to me. Okay, hold on. So it's this one up here, right? It's this that we need? So what do I want? What do I want it to look like? Rotate a piece from the first row? But I don't know what it's supposed to look like. Rotate the first piece? The second piece? I don't know what's what. Oh. Oh. Examine pieces. Rotate piece from the first row. What am I supposed to make it look like, though? I'm unsure what I'm supposed to do here. So, okay, let's go back. Examine, to rotate a piece from the first row, second piece. Am I supposed to... What am I supposed to be doing here? I don't know what I want. Maybe I'll have to connect. I think it's supposed to make these shapes here. But I'm so confused on how that's supposed to happen. Examine pieces. Let's do the second row. Let's do that first piece and see what happens if I rotate it that way. So that makes an L, right? Charlie, thank you so much again for the raid. I appreciate you a lot. That makes that one. So then let's try the bottom one. And let's rotate the first piece. And then we'll rotate the middle one. Second one to the right. Okay. And then now we rotate the bottom right one to go up. And then I think the top row on the right. And then we do the middle one. I think that's it, right? That's a bunch of L's. Did I do that correctly? That looks right to me. Test the piece on the machine gun. The mechanism doesn't lock into place correctly. If you need help, the professor is available. You'd like to tell her one of the stories you know about Lee, just to wipe that smile off her face, but you'd keep quiet. You know that the situation has everyone on edge, and you're no exception. What'd I do wrong? Has to be in order. Oh. So, how do I do that? The middle piece isn't right? Which one? There's... This is the top row. That's the middle one. This is the bottom. So... Well, thankfully you're not the one who has to do it, Twink. Examine the pieces from the third row. Oh no, not that. Tops and bottom came as... I know you came as soon as you heard. To the left? I don't understand. The centerpiece isn't matched? Which one? Hi, Fernie. Which centerpiece? This one is here. And that one is... Oh, that one's... Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. This one right here, right? The second one? That one's not matched anywhere. No, but neither is that one. That one's matched. These two are definitely not. So, second row, second piece? Okay. Oh. Is that what I'm supposed to do? Oh, I wasn't rotating these ones. I was rotating the middle. Is that what that is? I'll try it. The way, Kawaii! The way you have been doing this whole game for me. Okay, the mechanism locks in place with a click. Jeez. The way, Kawaii. Can we get some hype in the chat for Kawaii, please? Although, outside the creature's shouts are getting louder. You can't help but feel a certain happiness. The Winans is finally complete. Now everybody out. Is no one going to talk about my grandma can walk now? Elsie stands next to the Winans holding a rifle. Lee, Lou, and Victoria stand back a little. You crack your knuckles and take a deep breath. At the helm of the Winans steam-powered machine gun, you feel something strange. You find it hard to put into words. It's as if somehow the present has given way to the past. Been raiding for 4 hours, so my brain is puzzles. I mean, you're doing fantastic. Hell yes. Oh! Rabbit men. They're weak creatures. Cannon fodder in the war against upright beasts. I guess in the center, right? Shoot. We just destroyed that rabbit man. Aim to the right. Oop. Aim to the left. Shoot. Naha! Death! Oh no. Aim to the left. Shoot that one. This one's closer. Jeez. Aim to the right. Shoot, and we'll knock out both of them. Death! And then the center. Shoot. This is easy. Oh no. Beware of the dog men. They are behind the rabbit men. The dog men are more resistant than the rabbit men. And if you hurt them without killing them, they get mad. Well, what am I supposed to do about it? We've got a machine gun that just, like, shoots endlessly. Eat this bullet! Please, Grandma. I'm here to cover you, but don't get too confident. I can kill one upright beast, and then I need to reload. Oh. Fascinating. I don't know what to do here. Hey, where are you going? What? Not water sports. Oh, they're all gonna hit. They're all gonna reach at equal times. So I don't know what to do here. I mean, I could shoot to the right, but they all advance at the exact same moment. I think I have to kill... Because the rabbit people are the one in the middle. She can take those ones out. So I'm going to take out the dogs? Or no. Hold on. I'm going to aim in the center. And then, because these are the dogmen, so we want to make sure that we kill all of them. Because she can take out that one. She can take out this one. Never mind, she can't. Die! Death! Damn. Okay, so we shoot to the right. We take out that one. Because then this one's going to charge. What? Okay. That one charges. And then she shoots. She kills them. And then we shoot to the center? No. They're all going to get angry. Shoot. How is this not enough to kill them? We're literally continuing to shoot at them. Die. There's literally no way to do this. I don't understand this puzzle. Because they all literally progress at the exact same time. Center first. And then to the left. I mean, it's going to keep progressing is the problem. And then she shoot. Then this one comes up. Nope. Because now they're still here. Beast attack while Elsie tries to reload the rifle, and the machine gun cools down. This makes no sense. To the right? Yeah, not any of this at all. Because I'll shoot this one, the back one is going to run up to the front, and then she'll reload. And then we shoot at this one, and then this one will come running up while we're reloading. And then we get attacked. The only thing I can think of is maybe doing this side, letting it run up, and then we shoot the middle, and then when this one attacks, then she'll kill it first. Oh, they each need 2 hits. Oh, I'm understanding now. I'm kind of getting it. I think this will work. Theoretically, she should kill this one right here. Okay. Okay, that's how it had to go. And then that one takes 2 bullets. Okay. That one just took a minute. Oh, crap. The 2 men and the woman. Gone. Deserters. Oh, did they leave? They all left. They said bye. Period, Period. Okay. So now what? Hi, Almond. Stay shooting. Send Elsie to look for the rest. I can't leave her. I mean, we're kind of trapped here. If we send her to leave, then we don't have anybody to cover us. Yeah, she gets killed no matter what. Or we all die, I guess. You shake your head from one side to the other. You know that Lou was the first to leave. And the helplessness eats you up inside. Go look for them. But if we're going to fight here, we fight together. Oh. I don't want to keep running away. I should be out there. And win my Red Badge of Courage, like his book. The Red Badge of Courage is the title that the Civil War novel you read and reread over and over again. Anything on 2 legs? Exactly. It tells the story of a Union soldier who flees the battlefield. From that first act of cowardice, the only thing the protagonist longs for is to receive a war wound. The definitive proof that he had become a man. That is so machismo. I can't even do it. Your Red Badge of Courage? You want a real Red Badge of Courage, Lee? I'm pregnant. Oh, now she tells him. Your head spins. You find it difficult to organize your thoughts. You're going to be a father. You think of your own father. Of all your suffering. I don't know if I'm a coward, Vic. Lee, did you know that Stephen Crane wrote Red Badge of Courage without even having set foot on a real battlefield? The first time you saw Lou, you wanted to twist his arm and bring him to his knees. For dick sucking. Now you smile and put an arm on his shoulder. Thanks, Lou. Come out and fight! None of you move. Ouch, I said. With Grandma holding a gun, I'd be like, okay, Grandma, I'm coming right now. Don't worry, I'm coming. Jesus Christ. My Red Badge of Courage. Lee, don't. Push. You push. Elsie rotates her shoulder and the rifle points at your chest. Oh my god! You hear a shot and fall back. Why did she shoot us? How many shots should I pour? How many? How many do you want? Pull. You pull. Elsie rotates her shoulders and stumbles. The rifle points at the ceiling. Pull. Elsie pushes with a force that takes you by surprise and the rifle points at your chest. Okay. Lee, don't. Pull. And then push. The rifle points at her body. Push. You push and you hear a shot. Bye, Grandma. It wasn't Holt's grandmother, Lee. Your hands are shaking. Death! You didn't fire the rifle. However, somehow you had been able to feel the different endings. You knew that in one of them, Elsie would be shot, and yet you didn't stop. Ah! She's alive. Damn it. They shot me! The resilience of the possessed. You don't know why you're surprised after all. Holt's grandmother is possessed by her own grandfather. A soldier who fought in the Civil War and was mowed down by a machine gun. The same machine gun whose burst you now hear outside the gas station. Tearing apart creatures not mentioned in any biology textbooks. Eat bullets, you sons of bitches! Oh my god. So this game has literally everything. Possession, aliens, Mothmen, death, pregnancy. Now, you don't think about it too much. As Holt fires the Winnin's machine gun, you run as fast as you can. If you want to survive, you have to get away from there. The only word you can think of to describe what you see is pandemonium. And not only in the traditional sense. She's serving the best storyline. Please, a place of noise and confusion. But in the original sense of the word. The place where all demons congregate. Hell. Lee tries to make himself heard over the gunfire and the shrieks of the creatures. Jeez, that's so loud. To your left, Vic. Right. Vic! Oh no, the creatures catch up to you and feel their claws ripping your belly open. What? What am I supposed to do there? To your left. You try to run faster. Get down! You duck down and feel the claws of the creature graze the back of your neck. You keep running. Right! A pigman tries to grab your arm, but you manage to get away. You're almost there. You get in the car and slam the door shut. You hear a knock and you jump in your seat. Let's go, let's go! Lee speeds up. And the pandemonium is soon behind you. Totally fair, Twink. You think about Lee's previous car. What a clunker. And now you know how Lee managed to buy a car like this one. Holt told you. Poor Holt. Holt's dead. The Leonids, upright beasts. Intrafamilial possession. Experimental weapons. The Order of the Elves. Men in Black and Mothmen. There they are. The topic of my next book. It sounds like a crazy sci-fi story. You touch your belly. With all that you suffered tonight, Lou's comment seems a bit inappropriate. You travel in silence for a few minutes. You alright, Lee? He's not alright. You look a little pale. Lee takes a few seconds to answer. He's a Mothman too. I don't know. Lee scratches his head. I can see things before they happen, Vic. Lou leans forward. It's not that I see the future. I don't know how to explain it. It's like I can see several presents just before they happen. Come on, babe. Victoria. What you're saying, Lee. Have you felt it since the episode you told us with the white light? Lee's hands are tightly clasped on the steering wheel. It's not like I can control it. The first time I felt it was in the struggle with Elsie. And the second when we were running to the car. Lee looks you in the eyes. And suddenly, you can feel all his pain. He's got the shining now. In some of the presents, the creatures. Vic. Lee's voice breaks. The creatures. And he begins to cry. You feel him gradually calming down with the contact. He rests his head on your hand, and you stroke his cheek. Again, I'm thinking like this. After a few minutes, you remove your hand and settle back in your seat. You look for Lou in the rearview mirror and see him jotting something in his notebook. Lou seems to always be writing in one way or another. You envy his tenacity. And you wonder if maybe that's what it takes to be a writer. Tenacity! Oh no! What's happening? Lee steps on the brakes and opens his door on the side. Wait here. What happened? Can you see anything from there? You shake your head. Here he comes. Did he just strip? A goat baby. It's hurt, Vic. A goat baby? Although neither of you say anything, you think you know what you have to do. Lee kisses you on the mouth and starts the car. In the back seat, Lou clears his throat. I don't want to be anticlimactic, but the demonizing of the God Pan, Satan, as a male goat. Raise the baby as our own. I don't want to. You do know that there are records throughout history of bloody wars against goatmen, don't you? The end. What? That can't be how it ended. That literally cannot be how it ended. That was so anticlimactic. Not as just like picking up a goat baby. What? That cannot be the end of this game. I rebuke that ending. What the fuck? What even was this? Oh my god. Game said goat baby, the end. What? Oh my god. Listen. It's very like American Horror 8 years later. Wait, it's not over.
Reason.
What was the reason?
I had a
What was the reason? What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
I don't need to explain myself to you.
What was the reason?
Okay, they're gonna die. No, I think they just found a baby on the ground. That's their child. Why are the government agents watching them? Oh my god, not the goat baby! Oh my god! They just have a goat walking around! They have a goat boy. A studious goat boy. They decided that they were gonna raise the freaking devil. I have so many questions.